All right, what is going on, guys? It is time for another episode of the Chasing Waypoints podcast. And well, it is official. We have reached the end of 2023, and it is the last episode for the year. I wonder how many more, what do we got? It's going to be seven more years before the last Sunday, or before we're back on a Sunday for the last of the year. Well, hopefully we're around by then. 7 years from now. That would be the 10-year anniversary-ish of the Chasing Waypoints podcast. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Rally Week. Absolutely. Bit of a rush getting it all done. Lizzie making it happen, coordinating and pushing and getting everybody in, herding cats. Fairly easy, but it was a good show. It was a good week so far, and happy to be wrapping it up with you guys today. Final episode of 2023 for the Chasing Waypoints podcast, and we're going to be talking a little bit of rally, and it is going to be the first airing of the Gnar Files. If you guys saw the post yesterday, I'm actually recording on the same day. Hint, hint. If you guys saw the post yesterday on Instagram, there was a certain bike that we posted. And well, today's Gnar Files, I'm actually not going to put it in the description, so you guys are going to have to listen and find out who is riding that bike at the 2024 Dakar Rally. And a little bit of a surprise. I can't say that I was expecting it. I was curious, though. I kind of had an idea what bike they were going to be riding, but this came out of left field, and man, oh man, that thing is badass. So, absolutely excited to see how that goes down. Stay tuned. We'll be hitting the Gnar Files, episode 1 of the Gnar Files here in just a moment. So what are the plans, guys? What are we doing? Guys and gals, what are we doing for 2024? I got a bunch of emails that I got to get back to. We got a lot of stuff going on. People looking to get into Rally Raid events. People organizing events, doing rally. I got to say, I'm pretty excited. We got a lot going on. And that's good. That is really, really good. About another week or so away from debuting some more stuff that we've got going on. Some of you guys may have already seen it through the Instagram, or maybe followed a link or two on the website and found it, but you guys will know more about that here in short order. We've got a couple of big projects coming that we'll be announcing along with Willem Avena. We're counting down to the next episode with Willem on the Decoding Dakar. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. But anyway, let's turn the party down. Let's get back into the episode. So, hell of a year this year. I mean, it was absolutely great. We had a lot going on, a lot of great interviews, talked to a lot of great people. I think so far the highlight of it, and I mean, it's like, I saw this thing the other day. It's parents don't have a favorite kid. They just have to look after one more than the other because, well, maybe they're not all there. Anyway, that's what I heard. So, in the end, we had a lot of great episodes this year. It was absolutely awesome. Talking to so many people, getting to know more people, watching the sport absolutely take off in North America. Every rally school with more rookies, more people showing up that have never done roadbook stuff before. That is exactly what we want to see as this continues to grow. Talking to Tyler from Everride. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, we just did an interview with him this week. You got to check it out. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of stuff that we've been talking offline already about, okay, what's the way forward, and getting more people into the sport and all that stuff. So he's all about it. Him and I and a lot of people agree that the future of dual sport, even just dual sport riding, not even racing, just dual sport riding is going to be along the lines of the rally side of things. So I'm looking forward to that part of it. We're going to continue on that mission into 2024. We've got some new stuff coming to help with that. And then on top of that, we've got all these other rally organizations and all these other people doing stuff. Schools, rally schools coming up. School of Moto hosting their first one with Willem Avena coming up in a couple of months. So if you want to learn to get into rally, I mean, you don't have to throw a rock very far. So we're going to perfect that recipe next year. We're going to get everything dialed in for you guys. If you guys are listening and have been curious about it and what it is and how to get into it. And again, what we see in the coverage, when you watch the Red Bull recap videos and when you watch, NBC, or I don't know who's going to show the Dakar, but when you see all of that stuff, you think, man, all these guys, doing all the training and all these fancy bikes and all that stuff. And, my approach and what we're looking to do is we're going to approach this from the everyday approach. How can you get into this in the most cost effective way possible that actually makes sense and that you'll enjoy the ride, you see what I did there? So anyway, it's not the end of the show yet. We've still got a little ways to go, but that is what we're going to be. That's what we're focusing on for next year. But I have to say, going back through all of the episodes and just kind of listening to them and going through it. And what I do is I seriously put the playlist on YouTube while I'm at work, and I'll just randomly go through and pick an episode and then just start listening to it. And one of the ones that came across my desk while I was at work is the episode that we did with Mo Hart, and talking about his 2023 Dakar recap and his adventure there. And there was a lot. If you guys haven't heard that episode, you're going to have to rewind a little ways back, but it is absolutely worth the listen. It is actually the third highest played episode for the Chasing Waypoints podcast, which is pretty crazy in the 3-year, almost 4-year history of the show. So absolutely proud of that one. It was great talking to him. We've kept in contact. We're talking about what's coming this coming year. So we'll be, I'm sure he'll be back on the show, and we'll talk a little bit more about what's happening. But great episode. If you guys haven't heard it, you definitely going to want to hear that one. And I mean, just so many big things. One big shout out to Lizzie for stepping up and helping out and getting together a bunch of people and making it happen. I got basically 3 jobs that I got to do. And so with her helping, it has been a tremendous help in trying to get people lined up for the show and talking to people and getting everybody ready, coordinating it and that stuff, and stuff that I wouldn't have a chance to do as consistently as I would like. So shout out, Lizzie. I know you're listening. So I really, really appreciate everything you've done for me this year, or for us this year, because it is a community thing. It's been great. So looking forward to 2024. We got a lot more going on. So some of the stuff that's coming up. So we will talk more about that in the near future, guys. We're going to have a lot of announcements and a lot of stuff coming in January. We're just trying to plan it out so everything just makes sense. So it'll be awesome when we get there. I got to see how many times we could do that. If you guys have seen the movie, I think, what is it? Super Troopers. I think it's meow. Now, meow, what seems the problem? How many times you can say meow or something like that? I don't know. We'll see how many references we can do. But anyway, I'm excited about that. It is going to be awesome. Enjoying all of this time, throughout the year and it coming to a close. A lot of great rally events, got to see Baja Rally, got to work Sonora Rally. Sonora Rally was absolutely crazy this year, being a world championship round. It was a challenge. There was a lot of stuff that went down, a lot of things that went in, and it's a very, very big show. We've all heard the feedback, of not going into the dunes, and the event felt a little bit different and all of that stuff. But, I think Darren and the team were quick to correct that in a course of action that I agree with, which is, let's go back to the roots. That is something to be said, I think, for all of the organizations in North America, with Sonora Rally going back to its roots, focusing on the roots, focusing on trying to get back into all of the things that they were doing before, that recipe that's worked for many years, them doing that. Baja Rally coming around, organizing, getting things, bringing on new team members, really, really, really just hitting it. And this last year at the event, it was a very noticeable change, working from the outside of the organization, and helping. versus actually being part of the organization as I was previously. You could definitely see it. You could see the teamwork. You could see the attitudes. You could see everything was just pushed and pushing forward. And it was awesome to see. Such a great event. And it continues. They got a lot of attention coming their way because we've got their next edition already set up for 2024 with the entry fees already open for that one. So absolutely excited to see what happens there. And then from there, we're looking at the return of the Kota Rally. Kota Rally has been kind of an interesting one. I've talked to Mike a few times about it. It is a little bit different of an event because of the speed limit stuff and because of the type of terrain for it. And, honestly, some of the feedback I've heard, some people are about it and some people aren't. I think you need to kind of be about it. And why I say that is because not every event is going to be fire roads and not every event is going to be a layup and a handover. None of the events are. Some of them are going to be a little bit tougher than others, and the Kota Rally is no exception to that. So I 100% support it. What Mike is doing out there and making it happen. It is not an easy feat, especially with all the politics and stuff going on in Moab. And him trying to negotiate around that and figure out what they're going to do. So it sounds like he's got a pretty good plan going on. So I think that we're going to see the comeback. I think this year is going to be awesome. We're going to see in 2024 the Kota Rally. It's going to be a great event. I think that just the way that it is, being organized, the terrain and the stuff that he goes into and that they work through, I think it's huge. Will it ever be 100% for a adventure bike to go through there? No, negative. It's a small bike. You got to be tough. You're going to earn your stages. It's not going to be handed to you. And then from there, you're going to have a lot of different. Well, we got Caramel the rally dog. Caramel wants attention. You want to say hi to everybody? Is that what it is? Is that what you're sniffing? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, back to the show. We interrupt our regularly scheduled podcast for a head scratch anyway, so we got a lot going on there. And then for 2024, we're going to see the creation of a new event with the Battleborn Rally with Kent and Jen out of Nevada. So that is going to be awesome. So we got a lot to look forward to coming up this year. A lot of awesome terrain up there. Got to check in with them and see how they're doing, see how the event's coming. I know that they were talking sometime in May-ish, somewhere around in that part of the year. So we'll find out a little bit more about that and get you guys some more information on all that. So anyway, absolutely enjoying it. Got a lot to do. Got a lot of stuff going on. Today's going to be a short episode because we're going to get to the Gnar Files here in just a second. Episode 1 or version 1 or the first special report and make that one happen. But anyway, so I'll sign off on the other end of this. But for now, let's get you guys over to the Gnar Files. We don't have a theme. What do you guys think for the theme song? Should we do something along the lines of like what was that show with the X Files, something like that? But we got the Gnar Files. So anyway, let's get this show on the road. Here is Gnarly Dave talking with our mystery rider of the red Honda that was posted on the Chasing Waypoints Instagram. Check it out.
Hey guys, this is your boy Gnar on Chasing Waypoints. Welcome to the Gnar Files. Hey, I just got a really cool text from our dude, someone I call the Snake, Jacob Augibright. And guess what? He's going to be riding red. He's going to be on a Honda for 24 Dakar Rally. I'm so excited. Could this be the Bomber 2.0? So we're going to touch base with Jake and see how this came about and when did it come about. So Jake, give us some details on this, bud. What's the word?
Gnar, what's up? Thanks for having me on the Gnarly Files. So yeah, about 2 months ago, RS Moto and Simon Agazi, I think I'm pronouncing that right, approached the team I ride for, the Dusco team, said they they field 2 bikes in, I think, Dakar last year. They made some updates to their bike. It was at EICMA, and it's updated stuff, and I think it's got a little bit of Honda development behind it. They approached the team, and they offered the bikes, and at that point, I wasn't sure if I was going to Dakar or not. I mean, most people know it's expensive. I wasn't sure. I hadn't had a good year, so I was like kind of opting out to go, but this made it financially viable for me to go. And yeah, I've been talking a little bit with Honda R&D, and yeah, I'm kind of going as a development rider for this bike. And when they offered it, I really wasn't sure. I actually called Johnny Campbell, and he kind of did some digging for me and told me it was a good opportunity. So I'm like, if he says it is, of course I'm doing it. And yeah, now I'm here. It's let me see, it's I think the 30th. I'm getting ready to go to the airport and leave. I'm excited. I've never seen the bike, never ridden it, so there'll be a little bit of a learning curve. And yeah, I'm just take it day by day, learn the bike, and yeah, excited.
Wow, Jake, that is all good news to hear, Snake. I'm so pumped that you're gonna be on a red bike. How much time are you actually gonna have on the bike to, test before the actual rally starts? And how's your training been going all year? I mean, what I love about you is you have such a passion for road books and building them and sharing. And I noticed you've been doing lately a lot of training newbies on road books and put them on your spare bike and doing that. Do you feel like being a creator or a painter of the road books totally helps you for rally? I know that one time you came out, we did some of my road books, and we did Narnia, came back, and then we did like a smaller 80-mile loop. And I think I was on my 09 or something WR, and dude, you were just walking away from me. And I'm like, F this, I'm not looking at my road book. I'm like, I know where I'm going. And I'm like, I'm going to catch Jake. Dude, you're so fast. There's no catching you. And I knew where I was going. I was just clanking out my suspension. So how much, I guess what I'm getting at is how much road book training have you put in to prepare for Dakar Rally? Let us know.
Yeah, I'm stoked I texted you. I figured you'd be pumped to hear I was riding red. But yeah, I will have 1 or 2 days. I'm hoping for 2, obviously. Last year there's a little training loop. I did like 10 laps on it. I'm hoping to do that again, just rep out as many laps as I can, try to get used to this thing. And yeah, as far as road books, I appreciate, from one road book creator to another, the acknowledgement. It's something I generally like to do. You get in the zone of making them, and it's just fun. It's like a hobby. And I feel like as a rally racer or just a rider in general, it's not a rite of passage, but it's something, I don't know, you just learn to do. And I think it's beneficial if you're looking to get into it, just to understand how things work. And, to me, rally is like all these little nuances and learning these little things. And I just, like I said, learning little things like how someone describes going over a mountain is different than how you or me is going to do it. And I think it's just beneficial. And, obviously we all share road books, but I like to build my own and just get as much practice as I can. And, I did a bunch last year. I mean, I have 3,000 or 4,000 kilometers of road books I did. I did a ton. This year, not quite so much. Like I said in my last message, I totally wasn't sure if I was coming. And, I was looking for a little bit more fundraising. So I threw a post out about training some people. And, I made it a real low entry barrier. It was cheap. I really enjoyed doing it. It was really fun. And I also did it to learn a little bit, just to see how people think. And it was really rewarding. And I'm actually going to do it more next year. And I would say I've trained more people than I've done road books. So, it's not totally awesome for racing, but The couple of road books I did, I felt good. I felt intuitive, like I hadn't lost anything. And that's.
All right, Jake, that is all good stuff to hear, Snake. Super pumped that you're going. Super pumped you're going to be on a Honda. I know you're getting ready to leave. You think you're boarding the plane at 3. We're all pulling for you. We all love you. Hey, quick shout out. Anyone you want to say thanks to for helping you get there? And I hope you don't mind if we lean on you for some insight during the race, bud.
Yeah, of course I'd be happy to give some insight during the rally, whatever the Gnar Files and Chasing Waypoints needs. As far as my sponsors, City Service Paving, High Desert Adventure, Rally Navigator, my trainer Miles at Regulus Fitness, Hundreds MC, Desert MC, Lassen MC, Rick's Custom Shutters and Blinds, Industrial Metals, the Park VNY, Leah Protection and Kenny Gear, my parents, my beautiful wife Megan, my good friend Larry Ingwall, and everyone that bought a shirt or took a class with me and just donated to my campaign. I appreciate it greatly, and I appreciate all the listeners for listening. And of course, Chasing Waypoints. I'm a big fan of Chasing Waypoints, and I love to listen. Makes everything I do much easier, especially driving. Or I'm going to catch up on some episodes on the airplane. So. Thanks, Victor, and thank you, Gnar, for doing this interview.
All right, Jake, thanks for taking time out to throw down some time for the Gnar Files. I really am expecting you're going to do well this time. It's your second go around. So, hey, just listen for the Gnar Files. I'll be leaning on my friends out there at Dakar Rally, and hopefully we'll have some good stuff coming for you guys for Chasing Waypoints. Thanks.
All right, so there you have it. First edition Gnar Files. So awesome, absolutely excited. Came out of the blue. I was expecting Jake to be on a Husqvarna as he was last year, the previous year, for the Dakar, and no, he is going to be riding a red bike. So Honda coming back strong. What do you guys think? Let's see those messages. If you're on Spotify, swipe up, hit that Q&A section. What do you think? Are we going to get a all Honda podium this year? We got a lot of contenders. Also, what are we thinking with Mason? He's made that Covey, man. He's been working on that thing, and I don't know, it's looking extra spicy. If you haven't seen the behind the scenes on that. Man, missing out. A lot of cool stuff. I enjoy bike builds a lot, and I like piecing it together, getting all the right components together, getting everything done, and then finally the finished product rolling out of the garage. It's like, okay, I'm pretty certain there's nothing else we can do to this thing. And so to me, I think it's very important when you take the time to develop a bike and do all of that kind of stuff. So it's been absolutely awesome to see Mason and Larry out in Dubai working it out, getting this thing dialed in and ready. Last I saw, they were getting ready to board a plane, headed over. So, man, this is going to be exciting. I think this is going to be a great Dakar rally. Got a lot of people headed over. Kyle McCoy also making another attempt at the Dakar rally, and a little bit of unfinished business in the Malamoto class. So absolutely stoked to see him. We'll be keeping up with him as well. So it'll be good to see. So I don't know. What do you guys think? All red podium? Are we going to see some Austrians mixed in there? Huh? Are we going to get a few stage wins out of Mason? Maybe that would be nice. That'd be pretty sweet. Put that bike up on top. So I don't know. We'll find out. Countdown to the Dakar Rally starting in January 5th. So the next time, maybe I should have checked the calendar, because I think the next time you hear or we hear is going to be for the start of the Dakar Rally. Let's fire up the old calendar and let's find out about this. Yep, that's right. So next Sunday, January 6th, or no, that's Saturday. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So sounds like the next time you guys are going to be hearing from us is going to be on the 5th of January. That is Friday. So Dakar Rally starting on the 5th this year instead of the 1st, as it had previously. So very, very excited. Going to be some long days. Going to be doing our morning, probably 2 episodes a day is what it usually, I think, worked out to last time, doing the recap and then the stage preview before they got started. So absolutely excited to bring that information to you guys. Hey, what do you guys want to see? Are there particular questions, people we need to talk to? What do you guys want to know? Let me know. Hit me up in the DM on Instagram if you want to do that. Or if not, if you're in or listening on Spotify, go ahead and swipe up, hit that Q&A section and let us know. And before we sign off, we got a couple of things. First of all, we want to welcome MotoMinded. MotoMinded is now a sponsor of the show, and we are officially powered by MotoMinded. So check the link in the description if you guys want to jump on over to the website. You guys have seen the pictures and stuff that I've posted with whether it was their bomber switch or the light setup, or even their dash thing where I'm able to adjust the wiring and satisfy my OCD. Oh man, I'm telling you, zip ties and wire organization I could see, but one of these days I'm going to try and rewire a bike. I probably, if Scott Spears is listening to me right now, he's going, yeah, you try that. I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, so big thank you and a big welcome to MotoMinded, again, powered by MotoMinded, the Chasing Waypoints podcast. So absolutely excited. We've got 2024 on deck. Got a lot of stuff going on, so I hope you guys are ready. Anyway, enjoy your New Year's, everybody. Be safe, have fun, and remember, it'll make sense when you get there. Enjoy the ride. All right, that is a wrap for the Chasing Waypoints podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Looking forward to our next one coming up. Remember, if you are out riding, do not forget to tag us at Chasing Waypoints. Hashtag Chasing Waypoints. And if you haven't already, get on over to the website. Get signed up for the newsletter, The Bivouac. North America's rally raid and adventure riding newsletter. Hey, let's have some fun. Let's find out what are you guys up to. Let's get you featured. If you're a brand and looking to get supported, get some eyeballs, get some ears on your business. Absolutely, hit us up. Send us a message at podcast at Chasing Waypoints. But anyway, that is a wrap. Remember, shiny side up. See you guys.